Alright guys, here we are to react and review the trailer for the movie Angel Has Fallen. Now I think this is the third one. There's Olympus Has Fallen, and what is the other one? Maybe it isn't the third, maybe it's the second one. I can't remember what
London Has Fallen?
London Has Fallen.
Is that real?
I think that is it, yeah.
Okay. London Is Calling is the joke I was making. Got it.
I actually think that is what it's called.
Perfect.
Yeah.
First try.
Yeah.
So this is, what's his name?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah. And I like him.
Yeah.
I
was tricked into liking him.
I saw Olympus Has Fallen, but I don't think I've seen the other ones.
I don't know.
It's, you know, him, what is he, a bodyguard, Secret Service, protecting presidents.
People have said that this is actually kind of good. I remember whenever the first one came out, people were like, no, this is actually good, right? My thing on Gerard Butler is I was tricked into thinking he was one type of person from 300, and he's not that guy at all, basically. He's like a different type of action-y whatever dude, or like actor type dude. Not a deal breaker, but just a weird thing where I'm like, oh yeah, that is him, wow, or whatever, right?
No, he's been in a bunch of things, and I think I've liked him across the board. He's an actor, you know, a certain type of actor, but an actor nonetheless. Yeah, I'll enter this optimistically, being that this is the third in a franchise, thinking that, you know, they've got some money or at least something. I can see what I think is Morgan Freeman in the background.
We don't know who
Maybe.
It is. We'll find out shortly.
We'll find out. It's a generic, unbelievable man versus everything kind of movie, so like, I'm down.
And now we're following in the footsteps of its older, brother or cousin in like the Mission Impossible movies or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like, now he's turned against the organization that he's fought for so long. What can he do? When is the president going to wake up from his coma and be like, no, that guy's cool. What are you talking about? Right?
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
I imagine there's some damning evidence.
I would hope so. Like whatever thing it showed me felt like Morgan Freeman is Morgan Freeman is just in like a coma and can't vouch for him, and there's some dumb faked like thing where he's like did the thing, or maybe it's like an outside thing where he's like, I trusted you and you were the one behind that today. That's weird that you saved my life, but what I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna play that.
Well, I know you call out the Mission Impossible franchise. This to me is like a Bourne Ultimatum situation.
Sure, whatever.
Like where
that's all the same bullshit. That's all the same thing to me.
Yeah, they're very similar. They're very similar.
Jack Reacher, Max Reacher, John Reacher, Mark Reacher,
Max Landis,
Max Headroom.
Cool.
Too soon.
But no, like very. I say generic because this is like not this exactly, but the plot to so many things where it's like, you know, one man with my set of skills is going to take on the entire U.S. government and win.
No, he's got his dad.
Eventually, he gets Nick Nolte.
His dad in the woods is going to help him, so that makes it realistic at that point.
I quote, "How did you find me? I guard the president." Of course. I'm sure if I grabbed any Secret Service agent right now and said, I need you to track down Nick Nolte, they could do it.
That's probably true, actually.
Well, Nick Nolte's pretty famous.
They go to the bar where they hang out with Nick Nolte.
If we put him in the woods.
Nick.
Almost like a Punisher vibe, like a ghetto Punisher vibe.
Yeah. Okay. He's the old.
Yeah. Some cool tech in this. We got some like drone homing pigeons, like
kamikaze drones, right?
Yeah.
A cloud of kamikaze drones with like AI and facial recognition and all that stuff. We're doing
I was wondering when you first saw that. I'm like, is that like 36 dudes with joysticks all like working in unison? Is it one guy who's like cluster controlling a bunch of things? But yeah, then you saw like
and like that stuff's really cool.
Very cool.
They've studied flocks of birds and insects to try to figure out, and like schools of fish, and like how they react to each other and move around and all that stuff. I don't know how far along they are with that. Some of those shots looked really janky, but that's not the end of the world. Some of them are just like, oh man, we're really. And I was like, is it just going to be a drone movie? Is it like?
Well, drones are pretty good.
Fallen 3, drones or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? There's more scenes later. I don't see a lot of CQC. I don't see a lot of amazing like cool things or whatever, right? Yeah. There's a grenade, there's a grabbing. Like he's like, oh, I'm being framed, and then he like has a car drive off the road basically, but like freaking out and kills, I assume, several people, who are just doing their jobs and transporting a prisoner. Yeah. Which is what I look for in a hero. That's fine though, not a deal breaker. Just saying.
He's on a similar path almost from when he was he also framed in Geostorm? I remember there was...
Oh, I was gonna make a joke before. This is like Geostorm without the Geostorm.
Yeah.
It's just the ground stuff.
Yeah. And ground storm.
But
it's like Desert Storm without the desert.
Drone Storm.
Oh.
but like you can't even cut to the satellite and the BS and be like, this is so over the top. It's just like driving and doing stuff, and it's not like that movie with Benicio del Toro and Tommy Lee Jones where it's all on the ground, but it's like dirty on the ground and like slow, and you're like, damn. Right? It's like, it's Geostorm without the Geostorm.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That'll be the tagline, I think.
Yeah, they should have put that and been like, word or whatever. Something else. So we both smiled, chuckled, whatever, when it was like, you have a collect call from Mike. And he's all doing his like action guy. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
No, that was quality Mike.
Yeah, that was a good first take too. Just say your name.
Yeah.
What's my name in this? Mike. Got it. No, not super impressed. Hard to find a reason to watch this over any of the other movies. Production value seems there. It seems like a real movie, but like, you know, not passionate. I think you said the same thing.
Yeah. No, it feels very like middle of the road, like super generic. The action, like there's no like Tony Jaa kind of like action stuff happening.
Yeah.
There's no crazy CG stuff. This isn't a Fast and the Furious. It's right down the middle.
And it's weird, right? Maybe it's like how jaded we are or like what time we live in, but like people make fun of movies like you gotta have your gimmick, and it's like you kind of have to have your gimmick. I need Idris Elba on like super nanomachines, steroids to be like invulnerable, whatever that movie. I don't know, like, but what? Oh my God!
Lies they told me to make that believable.
Like what? I don't know what's going on at all there, right? That's the kind of level that I need it to be at. I can't just watch a movie about
Well, I need something, right? and like your gimmick could be a great plot. But if you have a very
it's very hard.
If it's just I must protect the president, I've been wrongfully accused, that's been done a million times.
It feels
so if
like
you're going to be doing a movie like that, I do need a gimmick of like, oh crazy, everything explodes, or like, oh it's The Rock. Like The Rock is his own gimmick.
Or he ends up with Justin Long, who's like hacking the drones.
Yeah, something. But yeah, it looks fine. I'd definitely catch it. I think you could watch this and you wouldn't be like, that was a waste of an hour and a half. Yeah. I just think you might find a better spending time to do with that hour and a half.
So my thumb's very weak. I don't know where to put it.
Yeah, I will limp in with a thumbs up on this.
Okay. I could see that. I'm fine with that.
I'm limping along. And you're coming with me.
I'm coming with you.
All right, guys, that's our thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.